It was Saturday, March 29th, as I was getting ready to go to work. Getting in the shower, had a little bit of chest pain, little arm pain, both front and back. Little dizzy and just lightheaded and was sweating. That's the one thing I remember so much, is that I was having this cold sweat. Got out, went and laid down. My husband came in and wanted to know why I was laying down, and told him I wasn't feeling very well, that I was going to lay it for a little bit and see if it passed, which it did. So I got up, started getting ready again, and the pain happened again. Went back and laid down again. Jim came back in and said, what's wrong? I said, I am just not feeling very well. Do we need to go to the hospital? And I said, yes, I think we do. So he put me in the car. We went to the hospital. On the way down, pain went away again. I'm fine, take me home. He would not do that. So we continued on to UnityPoint, into the emergency room. Dr. Kopek was on call. He came in, started running some tests, told Jim, my husband, that there were some abnormalities.
Therese started with a simple routine issue that cardiologists see daily. Symptoms suspicious for a small heart attack. We proceeded with a cardiac catheterization, which identified a blockage that required attention. And I called Dr. Atai, my partner who was doing stents that day, to come over and place a stent in Therese's left anterior descending artery, which is where her blockage was.
And Dr. Atai started performing a sonogram. And during that sonogram, my blood went crazy.
Therese just started clotting to an amazing degree. She clotted off her main left coronary artery, her left anterior descending artery, which is where this discrete blockage was. And at that point, her heart's not getting much blood. She becomes very unstable. Her blood pressure drops. It becomes a cardiac arrest situation.
I did have a heart attack while I was in the cath lab. So they paddled me, brought me back.
Dr. Levette, I believe, was the heart surgeon on call, that if we can get her stable, we can't fix this with a stent or balloon. She's going to need emergency bypass surgery. And we got her just stable enough to get to the operating room.
Took me into surgery, started doing the bypass surgery, and I coded again. This time I was already open, so they had to hand massage my heart. Somewhere during that whole thing I had a stroke also, so when I did wake up I could not move my left side.
And on top of the cardiac issues, she developed kidney failure. She was dialyzed for a while.
At that point, they talked to Jim and decided they needed to put me in a medically induced coma, that my body needed to rest. On the 10th day, they took me off of that medication, thinking that I would wake up 24 to 48 hours, and I chose to sleep for another 10 days.
On numerous occasions, there were discussions on withdrawing care, that she was not going to have any recovery.
So Jim was faced with a decision that to take me off of life support or keep me on.
How much cardiac function would she have? Would she be able to live a meaningful life?
On Sunday, they had a prayer service for me at my church. It was Palm Sunday. And on Monday morning, I woke up. So I had recreational therapy, I had speech therapy, and I had physical therapy. And on day 10, I went home. It was the Friday before Mother's Day. So I was in the hospital from March 29th until May 8th. So it was a great Mother's Day that year, for sure.
Clinically, she's done very well. If you looked at her today, you would have no inclination that she went through any of this. None at all. Kidney function has normalized. Neurologically, she's doing great. She and her husband have had the most amazingly positive outlook after all of this. I'm relieved that she has done as well as she has. One of the most amazing events that I've seen in the 20 years I've been here.
Miracle. I mean, it's a miracle. I'm a success story. There is no doubt about it. Every day has new meaning. Every day is a gift.